Evening. Welcome to the Week 9 Picks. We're coming to you live from the parking lot of Sal's Beverage World in Rolling Meadows today. Had a little iffy situation with the normal facilities there at my office. My boss was in, so I had to do a little work. This is not in concert with what they would like me to be doing at the office. So, needless to say, it's an interesting location. About to go inside, get the weekend started off the right way, but first I wanted to bring this information to you. Now I know we were 3-4 in the NFL last week and 1-2 in the NCAAs. Not a very good week. Hopefully you didn't bet too much money, but don't worry, I'm going to get you your money back this week. We've got 6 great NFL picks and 4 great NCAA picks. And don't forget, this segment of the Week 9 Picks is brought to you by Thrash Dad Records. They'll punch you in the face like a hurricane or a cyclone. First game is Atlanta at Indianapolis. Atlanta favored by 7.5 points. Atlanta will cover that spread. Please put money on Atlanta. The Indianapolis Colts are a freaking joke. It's a freaking joke, and I hope they don't get the #1 pick because I see visions of Favre-Rodgers drama happening with Andrew Luck and Peyton Manning if that ever goes down. Good luck with that, Indianapolis. You had nothing going for you in the entire town except the Colts. Now you don't have the Colts either. Sorry. Second pick, San Francisco at Washington. I've been saying the last couple of weeks how Washington is a joke, and I've been being proved right the last couple of weeks. One of the 3 games I did win last week in the NFL was Washington to get murdered by Buffalo. This week, they're back at home against San Francisco. 49ers are giving up 3 in the hook. I like the 49ers in this game. The Washington Redskins are just terrible. Mike Shanahan is so indecisive, and he's really lost his ability to lead a football team the way he could do back in the day with the Denver Broncos. So take San Francisco minus the 3.5. Next game on the docket, Dallas at home against Seattle. Dallas has given up 12.5. Normally, you wouldn't give up 12.5 with any 3-4 team, but when they're playing at home and they're going to be as pissed as they are after getting murdered on Monday night or Sunday night TV against Philly, you got to go with Dallas. You got to give up the points. Seattle's a mess. Dallas minus 12.5. Denver at Oakland. Here's another same scenario. Oakland's embarrassed. 2 weeks ago, they got smoked by the Chiefs. They're coming off their bye. They're going to want revenge. Tim Tebow is not an NFL quarterback. Oakland's favored by 7.5. Take Oakland, lay the 7.5. Arizona at home against St. Louis. Now, St. Louis was the surprise of the week last week, beating the New Orleans Saints outright. Arizona lost again to go to 1-6 on the season. St. Louis is the smart money pick in this game, which is exactly why we're going to take the Arizona Cardinals. Nothing ever happens the way it should in the NFL, and it's not going to be any different here. Take Arizona minus the 3.5. The Rams aren't going to do it 2 games in a row. The next pick is the final NFL pick of the week. We got the Pittsburgh Steelers playing at the top of their game at home against the Jekyll and Hyde Baltimore Ravens. Pittsburgh only giving up 3.5. Take that all day to the bank. And that's the pick of the week. Now we go to the NCAA segment of the show, which is brought to you by Boxer Lager and Kent Golden Light 100s. We've got 4 NCAA games. The first one is going to be Northwestern at Nebraska. Northwestern's getting 17.5 points. Northwestern's not a very good team, but if you look at the games they've lost, they've kept most of them close. I still think any team in the Big Ten is overrated. It doesn't matter who they are. Wisconsin, Nebraska, Michigan, they're all overrated, and they all have the ability to play each other very close. So I like Northwestern plus the 17 in the hook in this game at Nebraska. Second game is Houston, the Houston Cougars at UAB. Now, some of you are probably saying, why is he picking a Houston UAB game? Who cares about Houston UAB? Well, people say that about the MAC too, but I pick the MAC every damn week because I love the MAC. The MAC money is the dirty money. All right, Houston at UAB. Houston giving up 27.5 points. This team averages something like 96 points per game on offense. It's ridiculous. UAB, they're a basketball school. I didn't even know they had a football program. Take Houston. Give up the 27.5. Next game, Michigan at Iowa. Michigan giving up 4. Again, those Big Ten games can be real close, but not that close. Michigan's a much better team. Take Michigan, give up the 4 at Iowa. All you need to know about Iowa is they lost to Minnesota last week. So if they lost to Minnesota, they're going to lose to Michigan. Michigan -4. And the last game, the pick of the week, the marquee matchup. The Eastern Michigan Eagles hosting the Ball State Cardinals, in which is one of their first games going into it that they've had a winning conference record in the MAC in years. The Eastern Michigan Eagles are on the upswing. They're favored by 2.5 at home against Ball State. I think they're going to take command of this game early and ride it away to a 4-1 MAC conference record. Take Eastern Michigan Eagles minus the 2.5. That concludes the picks from this week from Sal's Beverage World, Rolling Meadows, Week 9. Next week, we're going to have our first live remote, live in Watertown, Wisconsin, next Saturday, November 12th. It's going to be over there on Riverlawn Court. If you know where to go, find us up there. We'll have a stone waiting for you. We got 2 special guests. They're going to join me on the picks, Richard Kickass, along with Terry from Wispac Plastics, who will be just waking up after getting off third shift a few hours before then, after his nap. So it's going to be an action-packed week next week. I hope you can join us. And once again, thanks for joining us. If you have any questions or comments or emails or concerns, email me at thelocal78@yahoo.com. That's thelocal78@yahoo.com. Time to go into Sal's and get a little something. Have a great day.